Hello, 7K world. Powerful, powerful. Man, I got convention PTSD. Woo. But anyway, look, we've got a lot of things coming. If you missed all the convention updates and everything, then you know where to find it. I've given a update. I put about 3 things up. I even gave an update on recorded it and put it there and gave attachments and put the summaries up. So make sure everyone that wasn't at the convention sees those. Now, very important, renewals. And I want to tell you, we're going to have to really work on this because, you know, we're supposed to have an automatic renewal and you renew on your anniversary date and have it. That is not going to happen. The company is not going to program that. And so what you have is you have batched all at one time renewals. And that is bad for our associates, okay? And so I've always taught how to manage renewals for the last several years, ever since we had batch renewals. And so that means that if people don't renew in the month that they are due, then the company will renew everybody that was due that month on the 1st of the following month. And that's when you have the largest autosaver volume. And when you have the largest autosaver volume, that means all those points from everybody buying their autosaver that month, and most of it is on the 1st and the 15th, and it comes up, and then all the renewals comes up, and then let's take the associate. Okay, they get 680 points. Where they're going to flush 180 points. They get 790 points. They're going to flush 290 points. But they get 930 points. They're going to flush 430 points. Well, they could have made 2 checks that week, that month. If we all help one another, and this is a one another business, and this is not for me, and I keep telling that, it is for our associates, because see, our associates can only make a $500 check, and we want them to make as many checks as they can. We want to make as many $250 checks. We'd love to get them making a $250 check every week. And the only way to do that is to smooth out the volume. Now, you all know the company does its drops on the week of the 1st and the week of the 15th, where there's a reason for that. It's because more points are in those big volume weeks. Now, I've taught 2 things to help maximize the check. And now that we've had our changes that are incorporated, I'm going to teach you how to maximize your check. But it's a one another business. You got to help one another, and we got to teach this, and we got to do it every month and until it becomes habit. Okay, what am I talking about? Now I'm just going to talk about renewals. We'll talk about autosavers and all this other stuff a little later. Okay, but I will talk a little bit. So renewals, we used to have that renew now and the edit button in our back office. That no longer exists. You only have a renew now button in your back office during the month that you have a renewal due. And it's up to that individual to click on renew now to renew. Now, let me just show you a few things, and let's talk about the importance of it for our associates as they're growing their business, as their volume grows. And this becomes more important even from the associate to the copper, and then the copper to the bronze. But it's the most important for our associates. And that's what I am most concerned about. And you should be too, because you want them to see the longer term vision. And the way to do that is put more checks into their hands and help them do that And that is my job, since I understand the bigger picture. And so I'm gonna stop sharing this screen, and I'm gonna just go to share of what I'm talking about. Now, a lot of people are coming up on renewals, and that's okay. You got to learn this before it happens, and you got to teach it before your renewals start happening. But most of our team, and we got new people in here, so pay attention. This is important for you because you're the one that we're talking about helping. And so you need to learn it so you teach it. Okay, I'm going into my back office, and I want to just make it clear. I'm here yelling at the top of my lungs, yes, last night and today, for people that, hey, no automatic renewals are going to happen. They're going to all happen on June 1st. Well, if you notice, I'm just a goal. So all I can make is $7,000 check. So any renewals that happen right now is going to flush with me. So it's not going to make me a penny more money. So that should be clear that what my main interest is for our associates. And it is, always has been. Okay, so when you log in, so I wanted to show everybody that. So any renewals that happen, I'm not going to make a penny. It's going to flush for me. Okay, so I'm going to log out here, and we're going to go through the process of renewal. I know a person. I had to find one that was due, and I found one in our organization that I can allowed to get into the back office. And then we go to profile once you log in. And now, if you're due this month, then you will have a renew now button. And all you do is go in and click on it and renew close to your renewal date or at your renewal date. And what you want to do is work with your sponsor, your upline leader that you're working with. And so they'll either want you to do it on the week of the 8th, the week of the 21st, or the week of the 26th. Now, because why? Those are your low auto saver volume weeks. And that's where you can accumulate more points, and you won't flush points, and you can roll over points because you can get a $250 check and roll over points, and you're maximizing it to the next week. So the 15th is not as big as an auto saver week as the 1st right now, but it's pretty big. So what you want to be doing is getting the maximum check in the 8th, week of the 8th, and the week of the 21st, and the week of the 26th. And you do that by managing your auto renewal, which is not auto. It's only auto if you don't click on this button. The company will process it on the 1st of the following month that you were due. Now, everybody can go to their profile. You can look at it and click it. Now, you want to check your profile regularly. During the month, you definitely should be checking profile because it gives you your leadership points. It gives you your loyalty points. It gives you your days of activity. If you're active, inactive, how many days you, and that's where you find if you've got somebody that is signed up and they're in your holding name. So checking profile is something we should be doing on a regular basis. And you should absolutely do it at the beginning of the month anyway. So that means the 1st of every month. And if you got that button in, hey, you're due, and it'll tell you what you do. And guess what? You can upgrade now. So these are your renewal. Now you can change your options. Let's say that person did not want to renew as a standard, but they wanted to renew as a premium. Well, you wouldn't upgrade because you'd upgrade from the standard, and you're right in that same month, and you still do renewal. Okay, so you click on renewal options, and you select the membership that you want, and then you do that, then you can hit renew now. Okay, so if I did that, and then what I have to do is, because it makes I can't click on my button, I have to make it small, and I go back and say I'm done. Okay, and then I have to enlarge the screen because I've got things that are in the way and I can't do it. But here, now you see it's going to renew at a premium, and then you hit renew now. Okay, so that's how you handle this. I'm going to go back to renew options. I'm going to set their screen back to what it was, because that person is not going to renew today. That person's going to renew on the 26th. Okay, that's already been taken care of. Okay, but it's not going to renew on the 1st. That's for sure. Okay, so renewals are very important too, because once you renew, you can also, that makes you active for 30 days. So you can change your autosaver date. So by renewing in the 8th, the week of the 8th, let's say you renewed on the 9th or the 10th or the 11th, well, you can reset your autosaver to the 8th. And now, if you had it originally set for the 15th or the 21st or the 26th, hey, you won't be buying an autosaver then. It'll wait all the way until the 8th. So it helps you with your funding of your renewal and your purchase of your autosaver, and you won't risk losing the coin you're waiting for because of the new selectivity process and them shipping 4 coins that they're rotating, and they look at the coins you have versus the ones they're shipping, so you don't lose that risk either. So renewals are very important. We must manage them, and we must coordinate as a team to help each other optimize checks. And that's so very important. So I hope we get this training going, taught, and how do you find out about renewals? So I'm going to log out of this again, and I don't want to, mine takes way too long to come up. And so right now I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to go to a screen, because I want everybody to understand, how do you find out who is going to renew? And it's in our Downline Explorer. And so what you have to do is you have to log in, go to your Downline Explorer, and I'm going to show you all that in a second. We're going to get on the screen. And once you get into your Downline Explorer, what you want to do is you want to click active. You want to make sure you have active is already by default click, but you want to click on the inactive button, and you want to have all those people come up in your in your downline that are active and inactive, because inactives renew too. Okay, because there's a lot of us that have family business accounts, and we know what those are. Okay, the family business pack, our control centers, our future build centers, our leverage centers, our leverage memberships, if we want to call it. And so and then I'm kind of getting it ready for y'all, because, and this is another reason that it is important to see who is in your premium, that you have a premium account. Because if you don't have a premium account, you don't have access to this information. So you're going to have to, again, work in team. If you don't have access to the information, you're going to have to ask your sponsor, your upline leader. And I'm trying to find this thing. I'm doing multitasking right now so I can show y'all these things and get back to a screen share here for a second. Go back to full screen. Okay, let me share my screen and I'll try and finish up this training with this right here. Okay, I went to one of the persons in my downline, and I picked the right side, and you see I've got active and inactive, and I'm going to ask what is how many who is renewing soon, and I click on that, and since they have a premium account, then we get to see everybody that's renewing for the next 30 days from today. So it's a rolling 30 days. So if you do this at the beginning of the month, then you can take screenshots. And at the very bottom is see, Timothy Stanford is inactive, got a premium account. It is set to renew on May 14th because that's his enrollment date. Okay. Now, look, it will renew when? July 1st. Every one of these are going to say July 1st. That's when the company renews it. But he can renew any time during May with the renew down button. Okay. Now, and if he's inactive, he'll probably want to renew unless he's wanting to really get and start the business. Our objective is to help him retain his position, show what's underneath him, the business that's there, and keep him as a member because of the membership benefits. And we share with him all the membership benefits. He may not have been able to see those. He may have, joined with this gleaming eye. He's going to get rich quick. And he wasn't even taught the Bob Reid system. You got 2 years of learning first. You earn while you learn. You get 1099 back tax benefit. That's why it's so important to teach my system for everybody that joins this business. And so you go hashtag Bob Reid system, you'll find it. Okay, when you search for it. Okay, and make sure everyone you sponsor. So if you'll look at him, Nate Dorsky, he's due. Okay, I'm just picking a few in this group. Again, the date is May 15th, right there on enroll. That's the date it's due 1 year later. That's the anniversary date. Okay, but if you'll notice, it says July 22. So I'm going to go to one a little. Now, as we go up, here's Stephen May. Okay, Stephen, and it tells me who their sponsor is too. So I get to talk with their sponsor. I get to coordinate with them. If I'm an upline leader, it helps if it helps me. But as you notice, none of this helps me. So I'm helping my leaders learn to help them. Okay, but I've got to have leaders teaching this to their group. And that's what helps people make more checks more regularly. If we teach these techniques. Now, their enrollment date is May 22nd, but they're going to have that renew button on May 1st. So they can renew on the 8th. They can renew anytime during the month. It will not change their anniversary date. It will always stay May 22nd. And so next year, a year from now, on the 23rd, they're still due in May. Okay. And they still will automatically renew by the company on June 1st if they don't renew. Okay. So you can print these screens, and that's what I do. And I can click on this and I write a piece of paper. And I'm going to show y'all these pieces of paper. And I put names, I put points, I put who sponsored them, I put the date that they're renewed there on there, and I put if it's a 50 point, and that's what I do. You should be doing this for your group, especially coppers, bronzes, silvers, golds. Yeah, you should be doing it. And you should be helping your silvers do this. You should be helping your bronzes do this. Your bronzes, you should be helping your coppers and your associates. Your associates need to learn this because they're going to be a copper. They're going to be a bronze if they do the system. 2 years to learn, then to learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques while business is being built, and they're learning everything about it, and they're getting 1099 tax benefit, and you're accumulating wealth. I'm going to end this with something I shared in the convention, in the breakout session that I gave. And I'm going to try and have to, I'm going to have to pull it up. I'm going to have to go back off my screen for a second. But I want to share this. I've learned how to do this thing now. I have to go out. I have to pull up my. I have to open files. So slow in opening. I think I got my computer overloaded again. But I'm going to get there. Okay, 1 second. Just hold on to me, and I'm gonna preface it as soon as I find this. Oh, wait a minute. It's saved pictures. It's not screenshots. 1 second. No, no. It's a young lady that started with us a little less than 2 years ago. And she's a disabled veteran. And she came to one of our presentations. It wasn't someone I sponsored. She came to one of our presentations in Baton Rouge, and she wanted to do this, but her concern was she didn't have any money, and she was hard pressed making bills meet at the end of every month. But she wanted to do this. She saw this. She also saw the need to own gold and silver, as most people will if they have their mind open and watch the wealth strategies and understand the presentation and understand that dollars are disappearing daily, and even worse today. And once I'm trying to do this and talk at the same time. I apologize for that. 1 second. Let me. And her name is Armenia McVeigh. And well, we had that tough discussion. I said, well, you're going to have to just find a way to find the money to get your membership and get started. Of course, she wanted a family business back, but she couldn't do that. So she ended up getting it later anyway. But here's the long story short. That lady took about, it was maybe 8 months before she made her first check. But she came to every meeting. She did the videos every day, 5 days out of 7. She did the skills, attitudes, and techniques. She was learning them. She got no. But she persisted, because we just keep doing the things we tell you to do and keep learning. But make sure you keep your attitude straight. My system. So what happened was Armenia was buying her coin every month, because you're going to have to find a way. You're going to have to keep your business open. That's part of the system. 2-year commitment. Well, here's what happened Armenia made her first check, and boy, was she happy. And she finally got part of her family who finally, one of them came in, support her in her business, then got another partner, and then got another partner, and that partner got partners, and that's the kind of way it goes. And she was in a business too with her upline, and they were kept growing, and they sponsored her. And so I asked Armenia, because I'm making a presentation, a breakout session, to send me her dashboard, because she shared with me about a month before the presentation about what has happened with her in less than 2 years. Well, she has bought 78 coins in that whole process. So she bought coins, she bought on coin drops, she bought extra coins, but she's bought her coin every month. Sometimes she bought more. Okay. She saw that was better than trying to save money. And so she had $9,643 that she spent on coins. And so that's like a savings. I said, Armenia, did you think you'd ever have $10,000 saved in your life? She's never saved that, ever. But she was so happy to point out, it's not 9,000, Bob. It's $16,370. And no, I would have never, ever been able to save that kind of money, ever. I would have just spent it. But because I don't want to sell these coins, I want to keep these coins. I now have a security blanket. I now have something that if I have to, I can fall back on. And I have an extra income stream coming in. And all these things that you said were true. All you have to do is do it. And so she's a 7K lifer. But this is what it's meant to her, is she, even if she had saved $9,600, she could have never had a return of 69.8. And we all know that that is conservative. That is not the actual market value of those coins, because you go and find out what those market values are, then that's what are real value. So see, we're a force for good, but we also are a team. We also are a team helping one another maximize income. And that's why these renewals are so important. And I want to leave on this note, and since I talked a little bit about income, I've got to always share our income disclosure as I'm closing out any training. But on renewals, we want to try and renew them on the week of the 8th, the week of the 21st, and the week of the 26th. Unless that month, and you got to look, some months the 21st falls with the 15th, or the 26th falls with the 1st. In other words, they're both on the same week. Well, we don't want renewals then, because at even more points come between the auto savers on the 26th and the auto savers on the 1st. So you want to do it, and I'm going to share with you this month. We look at a calendar and we look at when the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 21st, and the 26th fall. And if you're looking the month of May, the week starts Sunday the 15th and ends with the 21st. So we don't want to renew during that week. That's even making more points come in, because you got 2 auto savers in that week, and you got the 15th, which is a high auto saver week. So for the month of May, we want to renew this week and the week of the 26th. See, so you got to look at the months, see where your auto saver weeks fall in. So, if it makes you checks, if it makes you people checks, you want to renew today. If it doesn't, hold off and do it on the 26th because it's going to help everybody else. Okay. And help you because that's your lowest week. And that'll be a chance that everybody can make another check or $250 check or and you won't be flushing points for the associates and some of the longer tenured coppers. They've been in for a while. They got a business. They got more volume in it because the longer you're in the business, the more volume you have coming up on autosavers. Well, please duplicate this training because it's important to help optimize checks. I hope everybody saw that. Make sure we review the income disclosure as we, just in case a prospect sees this training, but I don't know why a prospect would want to see this training. This is meant strictly for members. Have a great day. We're going to do Q&A, and so hang tight. And we got more great stuff coming for today, and I'm going to tell you some of the stuff coming up. Okay.